The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Admiral Zekthara's mandibles clicked nervously. The towering Vraxian had commanded fleets that conquered star systems, yet the name about to be spoken made his exoskeleton tremble. "The human," he began, his voice barely a whisper, Marcus Chen. Across the chamber, representatives from 12 species shifted uncomfortably. The ethereal collective's ambassador, a being of pure energy contained within crystalline form, pulsed dimmer. Even the war-loving Krothak delegation, known for their fearlessness in battle, exchanged worried glances. "Just a soldier," muttered Ambassador Yilneth of the Serpentine Empire, her forked tongue tasting the fear in the air. "How did one human become our greatest nightmare?" The question hung heavy in the recycled atmosphere of the space station. 3 years had passed since the Treaty of Kepler 442, ending humanity's war with the Galactic Coalition. 3 years since Marcus Chen had single-handedly turned the tide of an unwinnable conflict. Admiral Zekthara activated the holographic display, showing a modest military file. The image materialized, a human male unremarkable by any galactic standard. Average height for his species, brown hair, dark eyes that held no special gleam of intelligence or malice. Just another face among billions. Corporal Marcus Chen, Zekthara read from the dossier. Born on Terra Colony 7, parents, factory workers. Education, standard. Military training, basic infantry. No special operations, no enhanced modifications, no tactical genius markers in his psychological profile. The ethereal collective's ambassador pulsed brighter, then explained Proxima Centauri. Every being in the chamber knew the story, but none wanted to relive it. The battle that should have ended humanity's resistance forever. 47 coalition battleships against 3 human destroyers and a handful of fighters. The humans were outnumbered 20-1, outgunned, and running low on ammunition. Marcus Chen had been aboard the HSV Defiant, one of those doomed destroyers. The tactical analysis, Zekthara continued reluctantly, shows that Chen was part of a standard boarding party. When coalition forces breached the human ship, standard protocol called for surrender, but Marcus Chen hadn't surrendered. The hologram shifted, showing security footage from the Vraxian flagship Eternal Conquest. Grainy images revealed a figure in damaged human armor moving through corridors that should have been impossible to navigate. Chen had somehow bypassed 17 security checkpoints, eliminated 43 trained coalition soldiers, and reached the ship's quantum core. "He couldn't have known our ship's layout," Ambassador Yilneth hissed. "Our vessels are classified beyond any human clearance level." Yet the footage showed Chen moving with purpose as if he'd studied Vraxian engineering his entire life. When confronted by the ship's elite guard, warriors who had never known defeat, he'd fought with a ferocity that defied explanation. Not the calculated brutality of a super soldier, but something more primal, more human. The Krothak representative, War Chief Gornak, leaned forward on his massive haunches. "My species has studied combat for millennia. We have fought beings from across the galaxy. That human fought like..." He struggled for words. Like he had nothing left to lose but everything to protect. The recording continued. Chen, bleeding from multiple wounds, his armor cracked and failing, had reached the quantum core. Any rational being would have set a simple explosive charge, content to die taking the enemy flagship with them. Marcus Chen had done something else entirely. He rewired the quantum matrix. Zekthara's voice carried a note of disbelief even now. Without tools, without training in Vraxian technology, using nothing but battlefield salvage and intuition, the explosion didn't just destroy the Eternal Conquest, it created a quantum resonance cascade. The cascade had been beautiful and terrible. 46 coalition warships, their quantum drives synchronized for fleet coordination, had experienced catastrophic failures simultaneously. In 17 minutes, Marcus Chen had single-handedly crippled the largest military fleet in galactic history, but that wasn't what made his name legendary. "The escape pods," whispered the ethereal ambassador, its crystalline form dimming to near transparency. The aftermath showed something unprecedented in galactic warfare. As coalition ships died around him, Chen had used the chaos to hack into their emergency systems. Not to steal intelligence or sabotage further, but to activate every escape pod and emergency beacon on every dying vessel. In his final transmission, broadcast on all frequencies, Marcus Chen had spoken 12 words that would reshape galactic politics. This is for Earth, but their crews deserve to live too. 17,000 coalition soldiers had been saved by their greatest enemy in his final moments. The psychological warfare impact was devastating, Admiral Zekthara admitted. Our own soldiers began questioning the war. How do you fight an enemy who saves your life while defeating you? War Chief Gornak nodded grimly. Honor in battle we understand, but honor toward the defeated? This concept, it broke our warriors' spirits more than any weapon. The Treaty of Kepler 442 had been signed 6 months later, not because humanity had won militarily, but because Marcus Chen had done something the galaxy had never seen. He'd shown that humans could be utterly ruthless in defending what they loved, while remaining compassionate toward those who threatened them. Just a soldier, Ambassador Yilneth repeated, her voice thoughtful. No genetic modifications, no special training, no advanced technology. Yet he changed everything. The ethereal collective's representative pulsed once, slowly. Perhaps that's what makes humans dangerous. They don't need to be special. They just need to believe in something. Admiral Zekthara deactivated the hologram, Marcus Chen's unremarkable face fading into darkness. Earth has requested a memorial ceremony. They want to honor their dead soldier. And we will attend, War Chief Gornak declared, surprising everyone. The galaxy owes respect to Marcus Chen, not because he was humanity's greatest warrior, but because he showed us what humanity truly means. As the council session ended, beings from across the galaxy carried the same thought. Somewhere in human space, there were billions more just like Marcus Chen, ordinary people capable of extraordinary things when pushed to defend what mattered most. The galaxy had learned to fear humanity not for their weapons or their ships, but for something far more terrifying, their unbreakable spirit and unexpected mercy. Marcus Chen remained just a soldier, but his name would echo through the stars forever.